as we welcome you pitchside here at Old Trafford. The whole crew, of course, Robbie Mustoe, Robbie Earle and Tim Howard. Well, gentlemen, and Robbie, I'm going to start with you. Manchester United, Arsenal. Let's start with Manchester United. I mentioned the phrase green shoots of recovery. Yep. Are we seeing that, or are we falling into a trap we have fallen into a few times before over the last decade?
Well, that's a really good question. And to answer it, I would say no, we are seeing green shoots even.
Yep.
How you said
you don't want to get that one wrong.
No, that's right. I think there's a change of environment that Luke Shaw talked about that was the first part of me taking notice of Manchester United this season. What he's saying about a more enjoyable environment, no stragglers, I think he used the word, at some players that weren't really fully committed. That on the back of a very good window with attacking players that are proven to come into a front line. Benjamin Šeško is going to be a very interesting prospect. We know that he's nowhere near the finished article. He's got a lot of development to come, but that's exciting for a new front three. They will be better. Now, whether expectations here at Old Trafford are going to get out of hand, that's happened before, and maybe they are, but they shouldn't be. They're definitely going to be better going forward. The system should be more comfortable now with the players. They're going to have a much better season.
Tim, they're 15th last season. They're 5th favourites for the title this. Is that crazy from what you saw at Summer Series and what you've seen in the summer transfer window?
Yeah, I mean, they shouldn't be in the title conversation. But look, I think a better than good season would be then to get into Europe. And I agree with Mustoe. But look, Šeško, even if he's not the finished product, they have two really polished gems in Cunha and in Bomo underneath him to take the pressure off. At United, of course, being the number 9, there's a ton of pressure. And to be quite honest, to answer the question that you asked, Mustoe, you'll never get away from expectations at this place. I mean, I still shriek at being in here and remembering it being a young kid when I got here, and just you can never get away from that. And this team has enough about them that they can handle it, but there are always going to be expectations here.
It's intimidating, by the way, walking out of this tunnel as a broadcaster. I can't imagine what you felt as a home player and you two felt back in the day as an away player. It's an incredible cauldron, this for sure. Robbie, let's talk about Arsenal, because we've mentioned Benjamin Šeško for Manchester United, 22 years of age, but they've got themselves, Arsenal, a more plug-in-and-play striker in Victor Gyökeres, would you say? And is he the answer they've been waiting for?
Well, the ceiling with Šeško, we'll have to wait and see at 22 years of age, can grow. You kind of know what you're going to get with Victor Gyökeres at 27 years of age. If service goes in the box, as we saw in the Emirates Cup a week ago, he's going to get his head on the ball. Everybody's been saying Arsenal need a centre-forward if they're going to win the title. They've got a centre-forward. So this season, and I don't think it's now or never for Mikel Arteta, but forget the project, forget the progress, silverware. Land a piece of silverware. And the title is the main aim. Domestic Cup would be important as well. But with this group now, I think people will say there isn't too many more excuses. We could give him a reason why before we can give him a reason why. You know, you've got Zubimendi in the middle of the field, who's going to be so important to that midfield with his experience. You've got the guy at the top end of the pitch who can score the goals. You kind of feel like, Arsenal, now's your time.
Totally agree, and I think it is their time. I think it's their turn. I think they've been very close. I think they've built very carefully from the back to defence to midfield. They have strengthened up front. They've strengthened with Madueke as covering player. Norgard Zubimendi in midfield is very silky. He's going to be very good in terms of possession. They're ready to win it. I noticed their last game before the season start, a very strong team. They're all ready to go. Gyökeres has scored. Saka looks fit. I just think they've got cover in all spots, and I think it's going to be their season.
The problem with the start of a season is that everybody has expectations and everybody thinks everyone's going to do well because we have that thing called hope. Chelsea, who are playing first up against Crystal Palace, winning the Club World Cup, their expectations through the roof. They are in the title race for you?
Yeah, like I'm a believer in this team, and interestingly enough for Arsenal, and I've backed Arsenal the last few years, it's kind of been a 1-2 horse race. I think this year we're going to get a bunch of teams just knocking each other off. And Chelsea, for me, I love what Maresca did. He came in, he was solid, he was strong. He split his squad into 2. They won the Europa Conference League, won the Club World Cup. This team of young players is starting to believe they can achieve great things. And when you win, as these players have over the last 6 months, they're going to say, well, we need to win. We want to win again. And I think they can be in the race.
And they were in the race, weren't they, up until about Christmas last season. The problem now, of course, is that they've had such a huge summer. Maybe they'll be midway through the season, get a bit tired, Tim?
I think fatigue could play a part with it with teams like Chelsea and having had the play this summer. So we'll see. But they have a big squad, so they can rest.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host of NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long, and for even more Premier League content from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock.